Let me take you to my $80 book on human evolution. Come on now, Cambridge Encyclopedia of Human Evolution. Now, is that a good name? That's a respected name in science. I didn't get Billy Joe Bob's book on human evolution. I paid the $80 for the Cambridge Human Evolution. I'll give you a package deal with the old horse book. All I needed was one picture. Evolution's a fact, you fundamentalist hicks. Give it up and go home. Really? Anything look interesting to you? Oh, you see the question marks? There's 11 of them. Guess where they always take place, where evolution is supposed to have happened? I wish I could take you through the Smithsonian. Come with me. We'll do it. I'll be there in February. Guys, another chart. There it is, natural history. You start here and you get people and you get apes from that common ancestor. Really? Lucy? I have a feeling we're going to deal with her later, but I don't have time in this talk to deal with everything. But I have a feeling we're going to deal with her in the question and answer section because I think that one's already been asked. So we'll deal with it if it comes up. You think Lucy supports evolution? Oh, my. Oh, my. We'll shred her. Oh, by the way, let's look at the chart. Look at the black stuff. What's the black stuff? Time span of fossil species. That's fact. What's the blue stuff? Hypothesized evolutionary links. What's that mean? Fairy tale, fable, fiction. But Carl, they got us now. A wolf went back into the ocean to become a blue whale. Here it is. This is Denver Natural History Museum. What are we going to do? They got us now. Yeah, there's the wolf, and it goes back into the ocean to become the whale. And looky here, 1, 2, 3. They got 4 bones. We're in trouble now. Let me show you the video that when you go to the Smithsonian, this is what you're going to see. David Copperfield would love this. There's your wolf. Whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened there? That's some mighty big changes. Whoa, what just happened there? David only wishes he could do that. Why do they show that video like that? Because that's what the evidence shows. Here's the evolutionary chart for the whales. You start down here with a couple of wolves, given enough time, right circumstances, all the whales just evolved. You see the dashed lines, you see the question marks. 7 of them. You don't need to count them. Guess where they always take place? Why? Because this is fiction. This is fairy tale. This is fable. The dashed lines are fairy tale and fable. I'm going to do my own magic trick tonight. Nothing up my sleeves. I don't have any. Make fun of my Hawaiian shirt. Getting rid of the fairy tale. I didn't mess with those bones at all. Those are the facts. I'm going to just deal with the facts. I'm going to take you back to the only one who's always been there, who knows everything, God. And what did God say? God said that he created whales. If God created whales, what should I find in the fossil record? Whales. What do I find in the fossil record? Whales. I know this is getting deep. Pun intended. Guys, what we see in the world is consistent with what we read in the Word of God. Oh, by the way, not only did God tell us what he created, he told us when he created them. And if I can't trust when he created, why should I trust what or why? Bible's not a buffet. You can't pick and choose. You see, if evolution were true, if it were true, you should find a progression in the fossil record of this, moving upward to more complexity. But what do you find in the fossil record? You don't find that. You find one thing stayed one thing, never changed from or into anything else. I'm sorry I told you I wouldn't do it anymore, but I had to. Don't trust me. Let me let a non-Christian talk to you. Given the fact of evolution, one would expect the fossils to document a gradual, steady change from ancestral forms to the descendants. But this is not what the paleontologist finds. Instead, he or she finds gaps in just about every phyletic series, which means is that what you have is one thing that stayed one thing. But what about that argument, Carl? Fossils provide the only historical documentary evidence that life has evolved. Well, let me read some more folks to you here. The gradual change of fossil species has never been part of the evidence for evolution. What? Never? The same argument still applies in any case. No real evolutionist, whether gradualist or punctuationist, uses the fossil record as evidence in favor of the theory of evolution as opposed to special creation. Wow. How about one more? Instead of finding the slow, smooth, and progressive changes Lyell and Darwin had expected, they saw in the fossil record rapid bursts of change, new species appearing seemingly out of nowhere, and then remaining unchanged for millions of years, patterns hauntingly reminiscent of creation. You see, the fossil record doesn't support slow, gradual processes. It supports that God did what he said that he did. I mean, have you ever thought about this? A half lung, half tail, half wing, something changing from one thing into another? How would it survive? Imagine a rat with the evolutionary mutation of the really long pinky fingers on its way to become a bat. You ever thought about that? How could that thing survive? Here you got a rat with the really big long pinky fingers. Can he run around and feed himself anymore? He can't run with those big old pinky fingers. So what? All the other rats are going to be like, ooh, look at the rat with the big pinky fingers. Bring him food for millions of years till he grows the membrane?